Hey yo, Facey Monk here with another Bitcoin video. You guys doing okay? Alright, so let's jump into this. So what's happening right now is after yesterday's, Trump speech was just completely, irrelevant in my opinion. It was a waste of time. The PMI came in and was lower, so if the manufacturing is lower, we'll see what happened to today's JOLTS jobs opening and stuff like that. But I think the more important one is going to be on Friday and for this week. Talk about it tomorrow. But what I'm trying to say is BTC right now did a double top. There were some sellerings going on around here, and now we're slowly coming back down. Doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean like, oh shit, we're dumping or anything. No, slowly, still consolidating around here. Or we're having a pullback. You could say we could come all the way to the pink line, which is a 4 hour, and then we push it back up and go for another try to finally go for that 113 that we need to clear out. Um, and in any case, if we lose this, all right, if we lose this, because this is where we held previously, if we lose this, we might come back to the origin. And I know there's a lot of volume imbalance between this wick and this wick, but I might be looking at 107 again because it is where they failed a lot, and it is where there's a lot of liquidation below it. All right. Now, this is, by the way, daily level. You could say how many times we did. So you could be saying like, okay, so people got filled here. They got paid, right? They got paid. Now, who's filling right now is either the market maker because he likes this range and he wants to go for another try, maybe around here, right? Um, but that's like this in this week or maybe upcoming week as well. Or these are just some retailers and we're about to come down. Right. And then not only clear these people, but clear a little bit more all the way to that 105 that we talked a lot. But that is, like I said, for the rest of this week. Maybe, we'll have to see what happened on this today and tomorrow. But it could happen anytime and next week. Yeah, but 4 hour, we do have rejection and we're basically holding below the daily. Until we gain the daily, we're just gonna pause around here. Could just pull back all the way down, even to this daily level, which is 108,887, right? We could see here we played around it a lot. So we could even dump down here and then go back up. Okay, so just giving you a perspective on this, what I think. Obviously. And all right, so it is like that. So if we're about to go up, it's gonna hold here. I would say all here. So we're talking about I think I mentioned the prices, but I'm gonna say it again. 109,837 is the first level to hold to continue up, which is a swing from here too. Makes sense to hold that. The other level is gonna be 108,887. We hold to go up. I think when we lose that 108,887, the likelihood of losing this buy is a lot to just continue that. And with that being said, now I was looking at the USDT obviously these couple of days. We had a moment around 5.57. I'm sorry, 4.57, but it couldn't, hold there, and then it just kind of came back down all the way to this yellow line, which is a daily level. All right, now this daily level comes from that area. Right. This is the first area of rejection, and then we basically held it below this for a while, and then this was the point that we started to push it. We consolidated above this range for a little bit, and then we went all the way up, right? I think this was when we came to that 98,000 dollar. Am I right? I think so. Um, and then this happens. So at this point in time, until you basically come and clear this, you're kind of safe. There are a lot of other other levels to clear before you even get to this level. But overall, over weekly, you might be looking like, something like over weekly is, as you could see, if we're talking about a three leg move, this is your first leg, this is your second leg, and this could be your third leg. Now, over this week, maybe even this week goes higher, and the next week we come back down. Okay. Um, Now keep in mind, if we're looking for a long-term long, essentially like, we're gonna get the rate hike and everything, and September is gonna be the month that we're gonna go up. Okay, so we expected to do a good move towards downside, so we could work on the entries to be part of that up move, right? Or vice versa. Maybe if we break this daily, because in my opinion, we could go above this daily, right? Maybe this week, maybe next week. Okay. But if we break this daily and we hold above it, right? And we talk about this daily on the daily, and we hold above it, then the likelihood of maybe even trying to go higher might come into play, which is going to be a little bit potentially we might even go lower than we went, than we originally think. But now let's hold on there and talk about Coinac. Okay. So the first thing I want to show you guys is the liquidations because they just like very clear to which side we want to go. All right. So let me hide the footprint. Let me hide the historical. So you guys just, so this is the liquidations. All right. Now you can see towards the upside around 114, 113. Insane amount of liquidations about to happen there. There are big liquidation around 112, 231. It didn't get there though. Some new orders came in that pushed it down. That's why the liquidation is a little bit even heavier than before. Towards downside, oh my lord, around 106, 105. I actually showed it on the chart as well. A lot of liquidation, bro. A lot of liquidation, bro. Now I could talk about the large orders now with you guys for a second. If we go to 1 hour, all right, but if I go to large orders, um, hold on. Show, yeah, it is show. Why don't we see it then? I don't see it. Let's go 15 minutes. All right, there's the perpetual order on Binance. We could see like 50 million just got bought here. A lot of orders around this low. So yeah, we might get a low move down there. A lot around here too. 13 million. There's a 30 million. There's some 4 million. 110 thousand dollars. I was about to say 110 million thousand dollars. And that would be, I mean, a good one. Around $108,000, we got a lot. But again, we had a lot of liquidation around 104, 106. And look how many orders are there. These are big orders, by the way. Okay, these are not like some bunch of small orders. There's a lot of orders. I don't feel like going through them all the way, but we are going like, did you see these? Did you see these? 26, 20, another 26. There was a 30 in the middle of it too. Then we got all of these 38 and 33 orders. A lot of bids are happening here. A lot of people are filling themselves. We could again hold around this wick though, and that's gonna give us a good look on the structure. But if we come around here, we're obviously gonna break this structure, and what do you know? We might even go lower after that. Now, so I showed you guys the footprint. No, I didn't show you guys the footprint. I showed you guys the perpetual orders, and I showed you guys the liquidation, which I think that's enough. Now we could just talk about the footprint for a moment, and then we just buzz off from here. All right, so let me just give you guys a liquidity heat map, and then I turn on the footprint as well. So we zoom in right now. This is a 1 hour, all right, 1 hour footprint. So we want to see if we have any kind of exhaustion around here. Let me actually decrease the text to 2, but we're gonna zoom in even more. We're gonna zoom in even more. All right, so right here, right here, right here. Nothing really. Maybe around here. Yep, we do. There you go. Um that's your exhaustion right there. So let me just increase it. Even on a 4, we got some ask exhaustion right there. So um if we're getting exhausted by the sellers, meaning there's basically, uh sellers getting exhausted, then we're gonna come back down. Then we get exhaustion from the bids, then we're gonna go back up, right? So it is what it is, and right now we did some exhaustion and on both sides, but those are all been filled and we're still in the same range. A little bit of stacked imbalance here. We could see like a little bit of sell came in. So basically some sells are coming in. This might continue to go down to that 110 we discussed and even lower. You guys got to be careful about it. There are big liquidity around here. These are all 324 Bitcoin, 203 Bitcoin. And then we got around 107. You guys could see there's more big numbers popping in 179, 200, 243, 326, 348. We don't see these numbers. They probably broke them into smaller orders. I mean, there were some big orders, but smaller than the other ones. So overall, there are both direction. All right. So in my opinion, I think I would just scalp it today. I don't want to do any kind of big trade. It's not today. That we're in the middle of the range, right? Even USD is in the middle of the range. So yes, everything is doing a structure. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, we could see like, look, bro, on daily or even on 4 hour, okay? If you zoom out, USDT is doing a bullish structure, isn't it? Like, look at this. Look, there's drew a navy line, right? Look at this. We stopped there, we stopped there, we stopped there, we stopped there. So it is a bullish structure. So if we just hold the daily on USDT dominance towards upside, okay, the daily open, which is right where we are, we definitely gonna see a downside move, okay? Uh, because of the historical way. Look at this. We held, we held, we held, we held. But at what one point, okay, you want to break the cycle. So you want to come back down. And I think if it comes back down, it's going to come around either 4.36 or 4.24. All right, USDT dominance. So we're talking about these two levels. So we could basically come down here, show a reaction, and then continue down. Um, so overall, for now, we're at the low. As soon as you lose this structure that you're making, I think you're gonna break it either to the previous level or two previous levels. We'll have to see. But uh, that is only happening when you lose this daily level. All right, right now you're above this orange parallel channel, which we held it for a long time. Right now we're coming back, and after you hold on to this, and I obviously were mentioning it before, you have to come to this structure that you were building and this pink line. And these are all confluences. So right now, USDT wants to go up higher, right? You could even come back and retest this candle because this is like a 4 hour candle. You could test the low of the candle, then do it on the next candle, do it on this candle and do something like this, right? I'm saying there's a lot of possibility. And right now we're in the middle of the range until something happened that's proven. I can't really say we're going up or down. So I like to see both sides. And with that being said, guys, I think I've talked a lot in details today. With that being said, I'm just going to conclude it with this. If we hold the pink line, I'm looking for a long, right around there, okay, after it gives me confirmation. If we lose it and come to the daily, I'm not trading until we gain that pink line or lose the daily. And upon losing the daily, I'll be shorting. Towards upside, I'm looking for this area, the 113 to 114 right here, this area, right? With an extreme of around the pink line. And the rest levels are history for now since we're not even around it. Now towards downside, I'm looking for 105, 106 for a discount for a good reaction. Not that like we could come to 105 and then do a reaction like what we did. Come around here and then do it even lower. So that's a conclude. Thank you guys for watching. Stay safe, stay green. Until next time, peace out.